Good morning. This is Lori of Lori's Happy Stamps, and today we're talking about the Strips and Stripes Recycle card for our Christmas Spirit Club July 2025. Aren't these cute? So just a way to use some of your leftover pieces that maybe you've had sitting around and you don't want to throw them away. So let's get started on this card. For this card, you're going to need a card base that is 8.5 by 5.5, scored by 4.25. And it'll look like this when you're done. So for the inside of that card, you are going to have a piece of 5.25 by 4-inch complementary cardstock that'll fit right in there. And then you will glue that flat, and then you'll glue a piece of 5 by 3.25-inch white on top of that. So that'll make your inside of your card. And then whatever extra strippy, stripy pieces that you have left over from your stash, you can put them at the bottom, at the top, on the sides, a combination of both. It's up to you. So then after you've got that glued, put it aside, and then you're going to work on the front panel. And on the front panel, you will need that complementary piece of cardstock that is 5.25 by 3.5. And my suggestion to you is to lay out your strips before you glue them down. You're going to need 9 that are 1/2 inch by 3.25 inches. And they just need to be different, or making a pattern of your choice. And what I did is I started with the 2 outside, and then I did 1 in the middle. And again, I didn't glue them down to begin with. And then I did 2 on, I did 1 like this in the middle of that. And then 1 in the middle of this. And then I put these on so that you get kind of how your pattern is going to look. And if you want to change it around, you can. But then once you get that, you can kind of space them the way you want them. And then you start gluing. And I glued the outside first, and then this one, and then the 2 middle ones, and then the 4 on either side. So that's the way I did that. And then I used a focal point, and you can use any kind of focal point, but I am using the dies from, it is called Peace, I don't know what it's called. Peace on Earth. It's called Peace on Earth. And this will be coming out in the mini catalog soon. But there are the dies, but you can use any dies you want. And or you can use punches. Like I used a punch and just a little piece of paper there. So nothing fancy. And then after I glued my pieces on here, I ran it through an embossing machine. So you can see it's run through an embossing machine. You don't have to do that. But after I glued them on, I put them through an embossing machine. Then I glued this down flat and tied the ribbon on it. So for this one, I did the same thing. I glued them down flat and then I ran it through the embossing machine, bumped it up with dimensionals, wrapped it with the ribbon, and then I put my sentiment over the ribbon. So you can do it either way. Have a good time with this card. And for my Christmas Spirit Club, I will see you on our Zoom July 25th.